Hey gang, Sally here Kit. With Kit, he's on this side, he's usually on the other side. Hope you're having an amazing and fascinating day. I know I am. We're here with something different. I'm going to be trying this. This will be the intro for every single one of these videos. But I've talked to a couple of friends who like my videos. Yay, thank you for that. And they all thought this would be a good idea, so I'm going to give it a shot and see what you all think too. So let me know in the comments down below. These are driving day videos. So I can't promise you you're going to get to see, you won't get to see everything that I was actually going for that day. Um, and these are going to be completely unedited. So what you're going to see is some driving, and then you'll hear me say, GoPro, stop recording. And that's how you know the end of that segment. I'm not even going to edit that out. I'm going to just leave it in. And some of these will be like super long. Some of them won't be very long. They'll probably all be fairly long, I'm guessing. But the deal is I run two cameras when I'm driving, and I'm not recording constantly. I record when I think of something that I want to talk about or when I think the scenery is interesting. And a lot of times I will, when I'm trying to edit a video down, I'll go through and I will edit it down so that if it's just a driving segment, I'll speed it up so you can see the scenery but get through it faster. I'm not doing that. You can speed it up on YouTube though if you want to. So, hope you enjoy this. As always, thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate you taking your time to do that. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. If you love this, let me know. And if you don't like it, you can let me know that too. Um, if you can stand to do it, I'd really appreciate it if you can stay all the way to the end, because YouTube really likes it when you watch an entire video, and so do I. And as always, comments, thumbs up, all that good stuff. We're going to roll the intro and get right into it. We are ready to leave this campsite behind. Well, we're not quite ready because the first thing we're going to do is go dump the tanks. Because I keep losing track of like when I last did it. So, since I have the opportunity, I'm going to just do it, and then I'm going to remember
Turn right
when I did it.
Lane.
And I think in part, I am going to be more careful about stretching out my tank time as I spend more time tar docking
Head east toward Lake
the
Road,
further
then
east we
turn
move.
right onto Lake Road.
We had quite a bit of rain overnight,
Turn right.
about half an inch.
Turn right.
Oh, both of these guys left this morning.
Head
Interesting.
east on Lake Road toward Riverside.
There were two trailers, one over on the far left and one right here in this
Sharp
left-hand
right.
end site. The one that was further over to the left was here before I got here 3 nights ago. I saw them pull out this morning. Oh, that's a low branch. Let's see if we can miss it. Mostly.
In a quarter mile, turn left to stay on Riverside Lane.
I didn't see the other one pull out though this morning. And they were there when we went for our walk, weren't they, Kit? So they were only there for 2 nights. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get dumped. And then we will be ready to motor. I filled up water yesterday. Alright. Let's assume the position, which I think should be right about there. Or there, maybe. I'll take a look. GoPro, stop recording. All done with the dump station. I even sort of kind of rinsed the black tank out. Oh, they're giving away firewood here. Wow. Instead of selling it. That's interesting and unusual. That would explain why there's so much firewood left around at many of the campsites, including mine, where, you know,
In 1,000 feet,
I didn't get any
turn
firewood.
left.
Okay. So we are all done with this campground. And we are 2 hours behind where I intended to be, 2.5 hours behind where I intended to be leaving. Although, in all fairness, I thought I was going to pull out of the campsite. Actually, only an hour and a half. Thought I was going to pull out of the campsite by 10. I take it back. Originally, I was thinking 9. And it's now 11:30.
Stay on Riverside Lane, then turn right onto Riverside Drive.
I am so glad the temperatures have broken though. My refrigerator
Turn right onto Riverside Drive.
is down to about 47 degrees now, so that's pretty
Quarter
awesome.
mile, turn right onto Kansas
It's been
141 North.
it's been as high as 75 in the past 4 or 5 days, 5-6 days, whatever it's been. And I am just really glad that we've made significant progress. I'm not sure how much good the baffling does without adding the fans, but I do plan to add fans. And really, I plan to stay out of ridiculously bloody heat. Let's do that. And in fact, I think the next time it's going to be like that, instead of staying, I'll get my butt in gear and drive long days until I can get to cool weather. I think that's going to be the plan.
Turn right onto Kansas 141 North.
We'll see. I mean, you know, circumstances change all the time. So straight across the road here is the Canopolis State Park. And you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and drive through it, because I didn't do that originally. Once I saw Army Corps of Engineers on this side,
Kansas 141 North for 11 miles.
I mean, I got this far and I turned around in this little day-use parking area. But we might as well drive through it, and then you guys can see what it looks like. Part of the reason I chose the Riverside campground is that the ranger said it was more shady than the other one, which I think is called Verdango. And my decision was more shade, less heat, better choice. You know, more shade on the refrigerator side for sure was one of my priorities. Oh, this might have been a nice little walking trail to have gone on. Oh well. I could have come over here, it just didn't occur to me to do that. Although, just getting over here was a fairly long walk in the heat. Valid permits must be displayed before entering. Obtain at self-pay. Fireworks prohibited. Now entering Canopolis State Park. I spelled it wrong. I put an extra N in when I put my video out this morning. Let's just take a look at the Sumac campground right here. And I think that this will give us a flavor, and then we're gonna get on the road because I got over 2 hours worth of driving to do
Head, then turn right.
before I
Head north.
get to my first destination for today.
In 800 feet, turn right toward Langley Point Road.
Well, it doesn't look like you get actually any better views here. There is a marina down there. I don't know how you get to that. Campsites are pretty nice. Those two right there were quite nice. And they do have a few people over here. I probably could, I could have gotten in to one of these campsites just fine.
Turn right toward Langley Point Road, then turn left onto Langley Point Road.
But it cost twice as much as where I just stayed across the street. So, and just to be clear, twice as much because I have the Golden Access passport from the National Park System, which is 50% off in
Turn
all
left
federal
onto Langley
run
Point Road.
campgrounds. So that's pretty damn cool. And they got a dump station right there too. So this would certainly be a good choice, especially if you don't get a discount.
Turn left onto Kansas 141 North.
And it looks like there's, I think, 4 or 5 different campgrounds in here, including beach camping, primitive beach camping, which I think is like $8 a night. stay in this location was getting electricity. Oh, and yeah, this that could have been a nice walk across the top of the berm, which I guess goes across the dam, I'm guessing. I think we might be driving across the dam. We'll know in a few minutes. No, I didn't check to see how much water I have on the floor. Let's just take a look.
Turn left onto Kansas 141 North.
Not actually seeing any. Okay. Not a leak. I actually talked to the Phoenix Cruiser plant about this, and they said, yeah, the slide topper does not keep water from sneaking underneath of it. And so when you bring the slide in, you're going to get water on the floor.
141 North for 11
You have to
miles.
stop a few times, as I've noticed. And I think we're going to go over the top of the dam here. Damn! Oh, how pretty. Very pretty. Oh, and I can just see the campground that we drove through. The clouds are kind of brooding, huh? That's not the best looking sky we've ever seen. It's supposed to be cloudy all day, which means I won't get a whole ton of solar. Fortunately, I don't need a whole ton of solar. And I think it's supposed to be sunny again after this. And I don't think the temperatures are going to be above the low to mid 80s for like the next week in the places that I'm going to. So yay for that. There was the sign over by the campground that I was in that if you hear the siren blow, get to higher ground quickly. I guess that's when they release water from the lake. A lot of water from the lake. Doesn't look like there's any danger of that happening anytime real soon. I have to say, I've enjoyed my time in Kansas much more than I really thought that I would. I think I've been in Kansas almost 2 weeks now. And you know, guys, that's one of the things that I am really enjoying is slowing down. In fact, I actually thought about staying where I was for another day based on the amount of rain and so forth. Playground down there. Looks like there's an entrance station. I don't think it's manned though. I probably shouldn't drive down the middle of the road even though I can't see any cars in either direction. But yeah, taking the time to slow down, not being super concerned about getting from point A to point B in a hurry. The thing that did drive me out today, I mean, I've been planning to leave today, but what really is driving me out is the weather, because I've got this window to get out of this area and get into better weather, and it's going to get warm here again in about 3 days, so makes sense to me. Horse Thief Area State Park and Venango Park, which is part of the Army Corps of Engineers. Okay, so that part was pretty far away, and I think that there is a swimming beach and stuff down there. I just, by the time I got here on Monday, I was ready to just get parked and be done. I think that was Monday. Yeah, because this is Thursday. See, that's the other thing that happens. I really have trouble keeping track of the days. get covered with raindrops, which means, you know, you get even less of a view than you do just based on the big clouds. So what do you say we just do some motoring, Kit? Yeah, let's do that. GoPro, stop recording. Well, this is bucolic, is the word that comes to mind. Despite the lowering gray clouds, it's quite beautiful. We're going to get up over the top of this rise, and this is the first traffic I've seen since I left the campground 15 minutes or so ago. Mushroom Rock State Park. Oh yeah, I remember seeing pictures of that. It looked kind of interesting. Out that dirt road, who knows how far. We've got hills rising up ahead. Yay! I like hills. GoPro, stop recording. Look at this ribbon of road and the ups and downs, the dips and valleys. Pretty cool. We are officially on a scenic byway. I think the sign said this is still the Prairie Trail, which we picked up first near Lindsborg, I think, on our way to the last campground. And here comes some more sprinkles. Look how green it is, though. Wow. Just beautiful. GoPro, stop recording. Well, I wonder what little townette that is up ahead. And where on earth is Google taking me now? So that's Wilson. Czech egg. Alright, I gotta turn around. I want to go see what that is. What on earth is a Czech egg? I want to know.
Head west on 26th Street toward Avenue D.
I'm going to actually turn around here because I want to see the
Turn
downtown.
left onto Avenue D.
I'm going to make Google very unhappy with me, I think. What is a Czech egg? So the Baptist church, it says straight ahead. Other churches turn right. Cemetery straight ahead. This whole Czech egg thing, I don't know. Let's go see if we can figure that out. Welcome to Wilson. Oh, Czech capital of Kansas. Huh. There's the snack shack. So,
turn left onto Kansas 232 North, 2nd Road.
Lindsborg was the little Sweden. So now we've got Czech. It's a cute little town, I think. Green River Ordinance enforced, no idea what that means. There's the Czech egg. Oh, cool. All right, let's pull over right here. And we'll just go take a little look at this.
Head west on
'Cause why
27th
not?
Street, Old US Forest.
And look at these cool looking buildings up here on the left. All right, we're gonna go take a look. GoPro, stop recording. It's in. Well, one of my planned stops is to see the world's largest ball of twine today, because why not? So I'm typing in world's largest, and I just happened to catch a glimpse that said world's largest things in Lucas, Kansas, which is, 18 miles up the road. So we're gonna go check that out too. Now I imagine that vehicle way up there is gonna have to stop and wait, and it's gonna be my turn. We'll see. GoPro, stop recording. So we're going to continue our brief tour of Wilson. I actually got out and looked at the sights along the main street here.
Turn right onto Avenue East, then turn right.
We're going to go down past the hotel. Look at this cool little building here that I'm assuming used to be a service station. And apparently there's a little town that has
Turn right onto 26th Street.
the world's largest things, which will be really interesting to me to see because I thought that was in Casey, Illinois. Well, it was in Casey, Illinois. Oh, so here's like downtown straight ahead of us. I want to go down there too. I guess we're gonna wander around a little bit and show you all the sights. How about that?
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Kansas 232 North, 2nd Road.
So this is the hotel on the left. We kind of missed. Nobody's behind me. I want to take a picture. We can't really see from the car very well, but I'm going to take a picture here. cool. Yeah, I'm just like super excited. This was not really the day I was planning to have today. So Google wants me to go straight down here, which will take us back to the way we were going. There's another egg over here on the left. Oh, this is cool. This is like an art installation. Let's see how this goes. I don't usually just hold my phone out the window and drive, but we're going to do that for a moment. And we're going to go back around, take a look at the downtown, and then we'll go where Google wants us to. Well, it says barbecue. Okay.
Head north on Avenue D toward 25th Street, then turn right onto 25th Street. Turn right onto 25th Street.
Well, that's interesting. It's telling me one thing and showing me something else.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Kansas 232 North.
Wilson
Head
Winners
north on
Club
Avenue
Park.
D toward 24th Street, then turn right onto 24th Street.
Here's another egg.
Turn right onto 24th Street.
Alright, this is
1,000 feet, turn left onto Kansas 232.
one of the best looking Kansas towns I've seen.
Then turn right onto 23rd Street.
Greenburg being
Turn right onto 23rd Street.
Greenburg or Greensburg being not quite fair because it's all been rebuilt since it had that tornado in 2007.
Turn left onto Kansas.
Okay, my GPS is not moving. I'm going to turn left here because we're almost at the end of the road anyway.
Head west on 22nd Street toward Avenue East. Turn left onto Avenue East, then turn left onto 23rd Street.
Okay, so I just learned something new. While I was shooting video, the map was not changing on the phone. This one's kind of steep. Yeah, we'll just ease on out here. But yeah, good looking town. I'm liking it. And the temperature is awesome. It's only 73 degrees out.
Turn left onto 23rd Street.
Not quite yet, Google. I really did want to see the downtown. Yeah, this is very cool. I know, I keep saying that. Let me know what you think in the comments down below.
East toward 24th Street, then turn left onto 24th Street. Turn left onto 24th Street.
I mean, considering the fact that if I had just followed Google's directions, I never would have seen
In a
this.
quarter mile, turn
Look
left
at
onto
Summer
Kansas
Hardware.
232 North,
Out of
Second
business,
Road.
but cool looking.
Head south on Avenue East toward 25th Street, then turn left onto 25th Street.
Peterson and Casper, attorneys at law, on
Turn
the left here.
onto 25th Street.
This is just very cool.
Head south on Avenue East toward 26th
There's another
Street,
Czech
then
egg
turn
on the
left
right.
Onto 26th Street.
So it's at least 3 or 4 of them that I've seen.
Turn left onto 26th Street.
Got a grocery store here. They have something called arm roast for $3.99. I have no idea what that is. Okay, so now we're going to get back on track and follow Google's directions.
Head south on Avenue East toward 27th Street, Old US 40, then turn left onto 27th Street.
And that's the other thing. We were on old US 40 and I didn't know that either. This is old US 40 we're turning onto again right now.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Kansas 232 North, 2nd Road.
There's our enormous Czech egg again. So this is kind of the point, guys. I love my life. I love the fact that I will make a detour to go check something out that I may not have even known existed before having done that. So I think it's very, very cool. If I hadn't already eaten breakfast, it would have been kind of nice to find a restaurant here and get some Czech food. But I'm still full. Leaving Wilson, please come again.
Continue on Kansas 232 North for 17 miles.
Now, I would have been going through this, or near this town that we're going to head to next, because it's along the route, but kind of like this one, unless it's got a sign, I may not have known. I don't understand what post-rock is. I'm going to have to look that up. It was talking about post-rock construction, and now we're on the post-rock Scenic Byway. But I may, if I didn't see a sign, I may not have made a detour. But when I was adding all of my directions into Google, because I thought, you know, if I lose my signal, I really should have the entire route mapped out to where I want to go. So, because this is what can happen. You can get someplace, and then, you know, if you turn off the map or there's no signal, you don't get to keep going on your route. So with Google Maps, if you've got your route laid out, as long as you don't exit the map, it will continue to route you even without a signal. So I wanted to get my plan stopped, and I was right. He's got to wait while I get to go, and it's narrow. I really dislike this kind of stuff. It's not only uneven, it's bumpety, it's narrow, it's all of those things. Fortunately, it was only a short stretch. Alright, 18 miles to Lucas. Let's go check it out. GoPro, stop recording. Well, we're all the way up north by I-70. How far we've come. We spent so much time down around I-10. And we'll be back there again. We can be sure of that. Kansas Originals. Oh, must be a store of some kind. Okie dokie. GoPro, stop recording. Or get cut out entirely. But it's just so pretty, I wanted to share it with you. Stop recording. Well, we've gotten up to almost 1,800 feet. I think we were about 1,400 when we started today. And we've only driven about 40 miles. It's going to be a slow go. And we got a fairly long day ahead of us still. But look at how beautiful this is. I wish it were a little bit brighter, a little more blue sky. On the other hand, I think the cloudiness is letting the green really stand out. And hopefully you can get a sense of all the variation in terrain. It's really quite beautiful. I guess we're officially in the high plains. And I have no idea what the weather's like in the wintertime. But I could live in this kind of landscape. but it does have interesting terrain. And if the weather's decent, day and night, oh, I can be going faster than 45. Here comes a tractor trailer. See, I was just lollygagging along. It was in a 45 zone, and I just had the cruise control on and wasn't paying any attention. But see, this is gorgeous. But as I say, no idea what the weather is like. I don't know if this is still part of Tornado Alley or not. Yeah, I have no idea. And I'm going to get passed by a tractor trailer. So I'm going to slow back down a little and just let him get that over with. There we go. Yeah, I glanced back and saw him behind me. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going too slow. Pretty little creek down there. Sandstone hill with a house on the top of it. Oh, and some kind of lake coming up off to the left. I guess that's Wilson Lake. Cool. Very pretty. I don't think that's one of the Kansas State fishing lakes. And regardless, I'm not ready to stop yet today anyway. But man, those have been a find. And yeah, pretty much all of the roadside rest areas that I've seen in Kansas are ones that I would absolutely sleep in. In fact, my plan had been a roadside rest area for this evening. And then I thought yesterday to go look for another fishing lake and found one that's actually more on the route that I'm taking. The roadside rest area I was going to go to was giving me a detour. So, hope you're enjoying the scenery as much as I am. So Wilson Dam straight ahead, and it's Minoka State Park down there to the left. Decided to do this route all the way up to Maine. I'm going to get to see a bunch of things I've never seen, and I might be revisiting a place that I lived. We'll see. I haven't decided yet, because that'll be a little bit of a detour, sorta. I might do it. Just probably never pass this way again. But I'm really glad I'm passing this way now. The Army Corps of Engineers campground is down there to the right. And we're going to be going over the dam again. Dam! Alright, I'll tell you what though. This is much easier for me than crossing the dams like at the New Mexico state parks, which were basically like one lane. I had a fair amount of difficulty with that because they're high and it was narrow and, you know, all that stuff. Today. Oh, and this is where the Garden of Eden is. Huh. So we may be finding several things here in Lucas. And look, the sky's lightening up. There's a little blue up there. Welcome to Lucas, home of the 8 wonders of Kansas art.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto 1st Street.
Well, here's something art-like on the left. Kind of looks like a bowl. It says Lucas.
Turn left onto 1st Street.
Grassroots Art Center, Garden of Eden, down this way.
In half a mile, turn left onto South Main Street.
Looking building off to the right, which might be a school. Looks like a school. Looks like maybe an out of business school. gotta ease on across here because there are big dips. So this is downtown. They've got cool mosaic on their step rails there. Don't start, Kent. Look at this. Award-winning, do not turn across double yellow line. Okay. Do not turn across double yellow line. Big mural here. I think we're going to stop right here and park. This city is protected by video surveillance. Wonder where the cops have to come from. Alright, we're going to go walk around and take a look. GoPros, stop recording. Well, Lucas turned out to be more fun than I thought it would. The thing that I came here for was like the least fun thing we did. But we did some other stuff.
Turn right onto South Wolf Avenue.
And I think I'm going to end up doing a whole separate video between Wilson and Lucas, just because trying to put in any of the driving stuff is going to make it way too long. So I got to see in a video how post rock is made, and what I didn't realize as we were driving up here the whole way from
In 400 feet, turn left onto West 1st Street.
Wilson
Turn left onto West 1st
is
Street,
that
then turn right onto North Wolf Avenue.
the actual fence posts were made from stone. And what was cool was that they did a demonstration on the video
Turn right onto
of
South
how
Wolf
to
Avenue.
drill, and then it's feather and chisel, I think, was the technique to get the rock to split apart into fence post size pieces. So very cool.
Continue for 20
Looks like
miles.
that house might have seen better days. So Google says continue on this road for 20 miles. I have a feeling, if I'm seeing this correctly, that looks like a dirt road on the other side of the highway. I think we're going to be taking the route that says 9 minutes slower. Thank you very much. Because I don't really want to do a whole lot on a dirt road. So it was about 74 degrees when we left the RV, and about 84 or 85 when we came back. So I have the fan in the back is turned on and running, and the fan in the front is, I just have the cover open, so the fan in the back is sucking the air through. It was creating quite a breeze. So I'm hopeful that it's going to be just fine. Oh, that's paved. Okay. Well, here's hoping. Let's say goodbye to Lucas. It's paved and it's got lines on it. So remember, one of my criteria is if it doesn't even have any lines on it, it's probably not a great idea. But Google says 19 miles on this road. So we're going to go for it. GoPros, stop recording. Just look at it. How beautiful is this? I always thought I wanted some kind of farm. I think that was before I had any clue how much work that really was. Way too much work for the return. For a small farm especially. But I can still admire them. And here are the stone fence posts we're seeing on the left-hand side. Cool. Nobody's behind me, so I want to get a picture. pavement ends, and we don't get to make another turn for 15 miles. So there's a road back here a little ways. I'm gonna back up, turn around, and retrace my steps, because I don't really want to do 15 miles of dirt road, I don't think. And I'm kind of watching out my right mirror because there's a curve. So I'm trying to see. Yeah, and this sign says, no through commercial traffic within county destination, without in-county destination. Okay. And I've just drifted all the way across the road now. Glad it's a road less traveled, because I can back up pretty far. I'll back up into this dirt road and get turned around. Oh, my backup camera is working today. Isn't that nice? Okay. Oh, that was fun. Huh. Sign says the same thing going in this direction, but I just don't have any idea, you know, how long that dirt might last. And 15 miles of dirt is a lot. So we're going to go back. And try this again.
Head south on North Road toward Waldo Road. Continue on North Road for 2 miles.
Well, that one said it was 17 minutes longer, I think. But I think we're going to go back to the main road that we didn't take, which said it was only, I think, 7 minutes longer. Whatever. Now we're going the other way. I keep thinking about all these stone fence posts, and my guess is, based on the demonstration that we watched on the video, that I'm going to guess that if you've got a slab of rock ready to drill, the drilling portion and the splitting is probably going to take at least an hour. But those things are bloody heavy, and then you got to get them back to wherever you want them, and then you got to dig the hole. I don't understand why they decided to make those fence posts. I don't get it. I mean, it seems like there would have been enough trees around to make fence posts, but maybe not. I don't want to look it up now. Get more history. GoPro, stop recording. We are in Luray. I had no idea that there was a Luray, Kansas.
Turn right on US 281.
And fortunately, I only had to backtrack about 6 miles, and then I put Lebanon in for
Continue on US 281 north for 27 miles.
the RV GPS to make sure that
Continue on US 281.
I wasn't going to end up on some little back road again. Hopefully. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean I won't, but you know, as I said before, I went down that road because it had markings on it right up until it turned into not pavement. Oh well. But only 12 miles out of my way. Could have been much worse. 77 degrees right now outside. Probably about 80 inside at this point, I imagine. I'm really getting quite hungry. It's after 3 o'clock. And I think I'm probably, when I get to my next destination, I'm going to go ahead and make something to eat, make salad. And unless maybe I see something along the way that I can just, like, buy something and not have to make my own food. But either way, it'll be fine. Because basically all I've got left in the refrigerator that I'm willing to eat at this point is salad and questionable lunch meat. The lunch meat's been stored at roughly 50 to 60 degrees for a couple of days. I think it's probably okay. I did vacuum seal it, so that should help it last longer. And when I open it up, if it smells the slightest bit off, I won't be eating that. I do have pepper jack cheese that I'm thinking is probably no longer edible, but I'm not 100% sure of that either. Although I tried shredded cheese last night, and that was definitely done. I am hopeful that my refrigerator problems will be over from here on out, though, because I don't plan to be in super hot temperatures again. That's my plan. GoPro, stop recording. Well, sight lines are pretty daggone good. You can see pretty far out in the distance. Actually, what I'm seeing is making me wonder if this road is also going to be turning to dirt. Kind of looks like it. Thought I was on a U.S. highway, though. Well, I guess they can still be dirt. Hopefully it's just the pavement changing color up ahead. We've got 7 more miles of this road before we turn. So we'll see. And man, I'm getting hungry. We're not going to get to our first intended destination for the day until about 4:15 or so, 4:20 maybe, 4:30, who knows. So I think I'm going to go ahead and eat when we get there. Because I had breakfast kind of early. What do you think? Does that look like the road's changing color or like it's turning to dirt? I've been surprised at how many Lutheran church signs I've been seeing in Kansas. I don't really think of Kansas as a Lutheran stronghold. I think of that as like Minnesota. Different color pavement. Yay. That actually had me pretty concerned. So, what town have we found now? I don't know yet, but we're crossing the South Fork of the Solomon River, which looks pretty nice from what I could see. Business district. What's the town? Osborne. See, it's concrete road. I was afraid it was that dusty colored road. What do you think are the chances there might be a restaurant here? convenience store. Not quite sure why, but this town looks kind of faded to me. And the speed limit's down to 20 miles an hour. Oh, the main street didn't look bad. There's a subway. Here comes the Dollar General. Oh, excuse me. We still have 36 miles to go. Kind of funny that I started off at 11 o'clock this morning with an hour's drive, but I found plenty of other things to do along the way. Actually, it was a 2-hour drive. And we still have 36 miles of it left to go. Ah, Kidster. What about that? Sasquatch. In somebody's front yard there was a metal cutout sculpture. Ooh. Excuse me. Looks like a nice park over here on the left. Veterans Park. Veterans Memorial Park. Another gas station. This one's more expensive. At $3.14. They got a hospital. They got a city park. Center had been where I had been planning to spend the night. GoPro, stop recording. And here is the village of Downs. It's an incorporated city. Home of Kevin Saunders, world champion something. No idea what. I know a guy named Kevin Saunders. Mortgage lender. They look very old-fashioned. They remind me a little bit of the tourist cabins we used to stay in Ocean City called Cinnamon's Cottages.
Turn left on Kansas 181.
Maybe I'll go to Ocean City
For 22 miles.
this time.
Continue on Kansas 181.
I didn't do it last time. I stayed out in the mountains. 21 miles to Lebanon, 23 miles to our destination. Looks like I've got a headwind now, which is kind of better than having a side wind. itself as the geographical center of the contiguous United States. We're going to go to the exact place where that's supposed to be true. Although I guess first let's go drive down through the visitor center and historic jail downtown. And see what the downtown looks like.
Toward North Chestnut Street, then turn left onto North Chestnut Street. Turn left onto North Chestnut Street, then turn left onto Chicago Avenue. Head east on Kansas Avenue toward Walnut Street, then turn left onto Walnut Street.
Yes, I'm making Google very unhappy.
Turn left onto Walnut Street, then turn left onto Chicago. Head east on Kansas Avenue toward Pine Street, then turn left onto Pine Street. Turn left onto Pine Street, then turn left onto Chicago
Look, there's an
Avenue.
old Amico sign on the right.
Head east on Kansas Avenue toward
Oh,
Main Street,
that's the visitor
then turn
center.
left onto Main
Oops.
Street.
Standard
Turn
oil.
left onto Main Street, then turn left onto Chicago Avenue.
And this is downtown. Lebanon City Jail off to the left there. Wasn't that much to
Turn
see.
left onto Chicago Avenue.
Okay. Well, let's continue on our way
In a quarter mile, turn right onto US 281 North Elm Street.
to the actual point of the geographical center of the United States. Contiguous United States. And it's kind of funny. Ever since I conceived of this journey, while we were still hanging out in New Mexico state parks this summer, this is actually going to
Turn
be
right onto US 281 North Elm Street.
the first stop on the, oops, let's do this over here and try to avoid scraping. There we go. So this is going to be
281 North for 1 mile.
the first stop on what I'm referring to as my journey of geographical extremes. And it's kind of cool having no real schedule. I mean, I'm going to end up making one at some point because I want to go visit my brother and his wife, and they'll want some kind of date certain. But it's also fun. I mean, I'm going to visit my friend in Fort Wayne and have not yet said when I'm actually arriving. So that's kind of cool. Get out here, see what we can see, and I think we're going to make some food.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Kansas 191 West.
I think I'm also discovering that my driving limit is really about 150 miles a day, I think. Because it's, I'm developing a pain in my butt, literally.
Turn left onto Kansas 191 West.
Geographic center of the continental U.S.
Continue on Kansas 191 West for 1 mile.
come here. Be kind of a cool place to have a meetup, though. Although I don't expect that there's a ton of parking available. On the other hand, I don't expect that I'd attract a ton of people. Right up ahead of us. Well, look at that.
Your destination is on the right.
Looks like we have some parking. Yay! And a trash can, even better. Welcome to the geographical center of the lower 48 states. Find souvenirs in downtown Lebanon. GoPro, stop recording.
Head south on our road toward 130 Road.
I actually did an overview look at this online to make sure that it wasn't going to be like a just a marker.
Continue on our road for 1 mile.
In the road, and I wouldn't be able to park or turn around or anything. And it's not, and I could. You know, people put their stickers up on the back side of the sign. Maybe I don't want to do that.
Continue on our road for 1 mile. Head west on 130 Road toward Z Road.
I'm actually going to turn. Nah, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You know, I haven't ever done that. I have never put my sticker on any place. I give them out to a lot of people that I meet in my travels, and if you're one of them, make sure that you leave a comment and tell me where we met. Okay, so this was a fun little stop, and I am no longer hungry. What does Google think we're doing? Okay.
Head east on Kansas 191 East toward Kansas 191 East.
I mean, I assumed this is what I needed to do, but it had me going on one of the other little roads first.
Kansas 191 East for 1
Okay.
mile.
We got 29 miles to our next destination. And then I think we got about another 29 miles after that to where I hope we're going to be able to sleep this evening. So, when I planned this part of the journey initially, I really thought that I was just going to go back and stay at the rest area in Smith Center. And then I looked yesterday and I found this lake that was another hour and a half away from here. And I thought, well, I can do that. Of course, at that point, I thought I was going to be here by 12 o'clock or so. But I found too many other things to do today.
Turn right on the US 281 South.
So, but the temperature inside is absolutely lovely. I still have both of the fans running. Well, I've got one fan running and the other one open. And when we stopped, it said the inside temperature was 81. I didn't bother to look to see what it was when we were leaving, but it feels fine to me because there's air moving, which is awesome.
Continue for 22 miles.
Okay, 22 miles on this this road. Oh good, so I guess we are going through Smith Center. And that being the case, I think I might take a look at that. I may decide to just go ahead and stay there after all. As long as there's a signal. And it looks as good as I thought it did. We'll see. But what a fun day. I feel so blessed. Just to be able to take the time to check out whatever I feel like. It's pretty cool. So we're going to go back past Lebanon. Our ball of twine is in Cawker. So my issue is, what if it turns out that I can't really camp at this lake that I think I can? I think I can. I mean, I looked at the reviews on Google. It appears to be fine. I'm going to go with fine. I'm going to go with fine. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Bye-bye, Lebanon. It was fun seeing you. And I'm really glad I did that, because to be so close was very cool. GoPro, stop recording. Well, we have now retraced our steps. About 23 miles. But we're only 11 miles from the lake. Did I mess up on my routing? No.
Turn left.
Okay, good. We're back here in Downs, where we came through here before. But we came from the right. Left into the road we're just coming out of.
US 24 east for 6 miles.
And this time, we're turning left, which is east. And in 5.8 miles, we will be visiting the world's largest ball of twine. Here's the Downs City Park on the right. Of course, I didn't read all of the reviews for Wakanda Lake. I saw that it said it had nice camping. I did not verify that it was free camping, as I have seen on others. So, we'll see. I'm hopeful it'll be fine. I'll tell you one thing that's fine. It's 78 degrees outside. It was 75 when we left the geographical center. But, you know, we're at that time of day where it's the hottest time of day. Late afternoon, early evening. And even at the hottest today, it is still so much better than it has been. I mean, it was 77 or 78 degrees inside when I got up this morning. So I am hopeful we will have a pleasant evening's sleep. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. GoPro, stop recording. Welcome to Cawker City. There's the Dollar General. simulating the world's largest ball of twine, I think. Am I going to be able to park in front of it?
Your destination is
Well,
on
it
the
says no
right.
truck parking, but I'm not a truck. Tell you what I am going to do, though. I want to just back in here. Well, this is pretty cute. Because this way we get a view of everything across the street, too. Very cool. All right, let's go take a look at our ball of twine. GoPro, stop recording. Okay. We are done with the world's largest ball of sisal twine. So, kind of an interesting story. Oh, I like their Cawker City postcard mural thing. That's cute.
Continue on US 24 East for 5. Continue on US 24 East for 5 miles.
So this is it, Cawker City. I don't know if they've got any restaurants or anything either. Glad I didn't hold out for one. Oh, my Garmin GPS thinks it's calculating something.
Continue on Kansas 9.
No idea what. Where does it think it's taking me? I think it thought it was taking me back to California. Interesting. Oh, there's something. I don't know if that was a bar and grill or if that was a grocery store. So, we got 8 miles to this lake. Sure hope I'm right about free camping. Otherwise, we're going to be figuring something out. Well, I guess worst case, we're going to go to Ottawa, where I was planning to go to begin with. Well, that's an enormous lake over there on the right. I wonder if I'm making a mistake or not. I'm going in the right direction anyway, though, so I don't think it really matters. Here's something rattling again. GoPro, stop recording. Well, this is quite beautiful, but I am second guessing whether or not I'm going to be able to camp here. Quite beautiful. GoPro, stop recording. Well, it's a state park. Glen Elder Area Office. I guess let's pull in here and take a look. I'm reasonably sure I'll be able to find a place to camp here tonight. interesting. Well, let's go see if we can find something with at least a water view. Is this a church? It's a big lake. Wakanda Trail Crossing. Don't know what that means.
Turn right.
Clean Dream Drive. That's a boat station. Oh. Yeah, there's a marina down there. Primitive camping straight ahead. Alright, let's go see.
In a quarter mile, turn right. Head south on
Unless I was
180 road.
supposed to turn right.
In a quarter mile, turn right.
Okay, so this is all a parking lot for the electric sites. Oh, there's some nice ones.
Turn right.
Well, I see a fire ring right here. So I'm going to go with this is home. What do you think, guys? How on level are we? GoPro, stop recording. We have found home for the evening. I ended up turning around opposite the way I intended to, but I'll have a nice view out the door. So that's what we're going to do. GoPro, stop recording.